raining, just changing the rules at the end of the game.
I just don't understand how you can ask for history tour money in one place and then ask for it in another place. Ask for Founder's Day money in one place and then ask for it in another place. I think it should all be in one spot. You didn't even understand.
No, that particular one was, I thought, was the total cost for that program. That's how I understood it to be. It could be active. I don't know offhand what that amount is.
Michael, I can explain that, I think, if you like. The overall programs for both of those, like Founder's Day, includes all kinds of things. And you'll still have Founder's Day if we don't do this, or you'll still have the Haunted History Mystery Tour. But if we get this grant in addition to that, we will add to those programs an element of theater that won't exist otherwise. So it's a separate, the cost to do a whole production of play and those things are separate from the actual programs. We just thought it would be nice if we were going to add theater elements to tie them into pre-existing events. Does that make sense? So they're their own entity and these would be connected to them.
And just to clarify, in terms of, we're thinking this is a reimbursement grant, so all funds have to be kept separate for that purpose. They have to be tracked separately for the grant funding. So we have to submit actual accounting of the expenditures, and then we will get reimbursement if that's the way it works. But even if it doesn't work that way and they pre-fund the grant, they're still going to expect some grant reporting of the expenditures. So there'll be either a progress report, usually there's progress reporting semi-annually or annually on grants. So that's why the Founder's Day column here, all that has to be kept separate from our Founder's Day budget.
So basically, we're doing this, or our discussion here is no different than the part of the stuff, improvement in the process, realizing that if you get the part grant or committee to this course of and that this 4,000 is an empty Spark 2009, 2010 budget, which has not been presented as of yet. It is being asked to make an early decision.
Part of the way that I'm looking at this is that the United Arts Council is funding this for the greater community, but the money we're putting in is for specific things that tie into just Summerfield events, a haunted mystery tour, and our Founder's Day. We'll be funding things just for Summerfield events, the money that the town is putting in. Right, we're not putting.
Well, the way it's broken down in the grant is that it's going, the money that the town will be putting up is for those traveling events. Now we could move things around and say that the playwright for Founder's Day play is coming out of town fund instead, but that's not what.
That was just a question, so it's just, okay. Just how it's required to be written up according to the rules.
This program is not specific to Summerfield residents.
Yes and no. I mean, obviously, we're going to market it to Summerfield residents, and we've discussed whether or not there should be a difference in workshop fees, but it would be, part of the grant process is to bring arts to the community, and it ignores boundaries. Just like Summerfield residents today go down to the city of Greensboro for their workshops, it is possible that the city of Greensboro or Oak Ridge, Soapsdale could come here and participate.
Yeah, because on page 1, that's what it says. Not that I have a problem with that, but I just want to be clear on it. Was there an opportunity for the people from Stokesdale and Oak Ridge to partner with us in this?
I spoke with Oak Ridge and they were very interested in being involved. However, the time is such that it's something that we look at in the future. They aren't as fortunate to have the space that we have here, so they thought they would have people interested and they would definitely be interested, but we were on such a tight time constraint. And the United Arts Council very much likes to look at collaborations and partnerships and to be inclusive, so.
Well, I reckon it boils down to if, is there a motion to approve this or not? And depends on what the council wishes. I guess we need more information.
The deadline is tomorrow.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What our question right now is, do we have enough information? Do we have enough desire on the part of the council to do a motion in favor of this or not? Or are we ready for further discussion?
I have some comments, please.
Yeah.
I make a motion that we approve as submitted.
Second the motion, if I can add something to it, basically where you want to amend it and change it. Make a motion to accept the park grant not to exceed $4,000, which is included in the Parks and Recreation 2009-10 budget.
We have a motion for Mr. Williams, we have a second. What's our further discussion?
I second that.
Second by Mr. Wright.
Well, Bob had to make, if he made a motion, he's got to make the
You won't
amendment.
make the amendment.
I'm sorry, I missed, you what? I'm
I
sorry.
made an amendment
I
process.
accept it.
Oh, okay. Have a amendment motion then.
And I second the amendment motion.
Further council discussion? All in favor of the motion, raise your hands. Okay, all opposed? Okay, motion passes 3-2. Point of comment?
It's a little late now, but I'll bring it out anyway. I heard it said during the discussion here that this was this theater arts thing is something that the Parks and Recreation Committee brought forward and pursued and researched and that's all well and good. I mean, that's what they're designated to do. But they are the Parks and Recreation Committee. They're not the whole town. And I'd like for council to reflect back on the last time we asked the town for its opinion on parks and recreation stuff. We'll talk about the Dr. Seller survey. I have some disputes about the way it was done, the way it was worded, but it's been brought up in council as a justifying source of information for the actions you take. It was brought up just recently when there was the petition on the municipal amphitheater. It was brought up saying, yeah, there was some people interested in it. Yes, there were. There was some not interested in it. But there was a section in there I'd like to make council refresh your memory on about community programming. There was a section in there that asked about your interest and your participation, asking the citizens, how often do you participate in community programming? I ran out kind of late and I left my Dr. Seller survey there, so I'm shooting from the hip, but I think it was the lowest or next to the lowest of all things people actively participated in. So I wanted you to reflect on that before you made your decision. A little late now. And let's see. I heard discussion about Earth Day. When I hear Earth Day, I start hearing political correctness. Are we going to have a gay day? And where do we go from there? What kind of plays are we going to have that are politically correct beyond that? Something to think about. And
Next item,
thank you.
give county solid waste management plan 3-year update resolution support.